Renegades of Long Beach Roller Derby, and you're watching MoonKILL Radio. Woo!
Right, welcome to what is on the Slab. Yeah, MoonKILL Radio. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing good. Okay, we're happy to be back with some more for you, different stuff for you. Yeah, check the info for all our info, what we got going on. Guys can reach us, or you got anything going on for us, let us know. Check out our bands, our live sessions, live at MoonKILL. Please check out our guests. Okay, get involved with our guests. If it's bands, if you like them, you dig them, help them out, support them, buy merch, all that good stuff. You can support us too. We have a Patreon. It should be in the comments or in the info section. But check out our guests in the interviews. If they're community service people, you can help them out or help out people in your own communities. Doing the same things. Or start it, or just get involved yourself. You know what I mean? As well as you can listen to our show on KLBP, which shall also be in the info section, Saturday and Wednesday nights at 10 to midnight. Okay, it's KLBP 99.1 FM. If you're not in Long Beach or Carson or Pedro and the surrounding areas, you can stream it online. But check out all the shows on there, because it's not a one genre show. Okay, there's different stuffs going on, all kinds of stuffs. Right, there's talk radio, there's punk shows, there's hip hop shows, there's blues shows, ragtime shows. Oh yeah, man, there's all kinds of stuff on there. Bear Law, he does just, it's all top. I think mainly talk radio, but it's all just law stuff. Indie creators and the Fun's Joy Zone, they're really spiritual people, nice as hell people, man, great. And the station's full of great people. You can get involved with the station as well. So again, but with that, MoonKILL plays a lot of alternative indie punk, new wave, but this is what's on the Slab, our show, and we do get into different stuff as well with the catalog we have. And this is a special one. Wouldn't even think of doing this band, but this is an album that is dear to me for a lot of reasons. This is, again, the mighty Led Zeppelin, and it is The Song Remains the Same. For those that know me, I've watched the show, I've heard I am a huge live album fan. Okay, I love live albums. I grew up on live albums. Of course, we have live sessions here. Okay, so it's just all live. I addicted to live music, man. I love live music, even on record. Not all of it sounds great. Okay, not all of it sounds great, but there are those that do, and when they do and they sound good, and the band's jamming, no matter what it is, nothing beats it. This one for me is great. Early childhood. Again, I heard all the punk and stuff growing up, but we did hear a lot of rock in my house as well. Didn't have a lot of Zeppelin albums, man. So my uncle didn't collect them. He said, "Why?" And I love this, and this shaped my whole being the rest of my life. He said, "Why? Everyone has them. I could go anyone's house and get a Zeppelin record." So that led him to buy other stuff and look for other bands and obscure bands and shit he'd never heard of before, So we never really had Zeppelin albums in the house. But when I was a kid, I bought this on tape. I had somebody buy it for me on tape. I don't remember who it was. Might have been my mom. I don't know. And I thought to myself, the best thing about that tape was that there's a song called Days of Confused, and it took up one whole side of the tape. I didn't even listen to it yet. I just thought that was the best song ever made, just because it took up the whole. I'm a kid, man. Like, 8 years old or something, or 6 years old, or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. But just having that whole side being one song, it didn't say nothing else. So You had like your yeses and your rushes and stuff. I was a Rush fanatic. Still, even then, growing up, born a Rush fanatic. But you had like 2112, and it had all these suites and all this different stuff. This didn't say nothing. All it said was Days of Confused, 20 minutes or whatever it was, and some odd seconds. And I thought that was, whatever, the sliced bread thing, like, wow. So, yeah, there you go. The song remains the same. I'm going to get into the track list because there is some issues I have with you, Mr. Page, on the track list. Scenes from the movie, of course. You get the part where him and his wife are sitting with their naked babies in the water, and the race car and all that stuff during Moby Dick, and yeah, Pictures from the Rain song. Yeah, and the beginning. So this came out in 75, I think. What was it? Yeah, I think 75 or something like that. Or some shit, I don't remember, man. Let's pull one out. All right, so Swan Song, double album. It says 76. Let's check it out, man. So basically, this was recorded over 3 nights at Madison Square Garden, right? And this was after House of the Holy came out. So over 3 nights, and this taught me a lot. Oh, I'm gonna get through the track. Okay, so 76 when it came out. Okay, wow. No shit. I think the movie came out earlier, or maybe not. Well, it says 76. So the movie and the album came out. It says 76. That's what it says. Okay, so track list. They start off with rock and roll, same way the movie does. They go into Celebration Day, and the song remains the same. And you got the Rain song, which they kind of bleed to each other. Side 2, of course, the epic, the infamous Days of Confused, the whole side, 1 track, 20 minutes of Days of Confused. Jimmy Page, bow slinging, guitar playing, soloing, blah, 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 blah. Side 3, No Quarter, Stairway to Heaven, of course, Stairway to Heaven, the track. Side 4, Moby Dick, Whole Lot of Love. That's your album. That's your original Song Remains the Same album. That's what they put out. Okay. What this taught me after watching it so much and playing this so much, I used to get home after 1st and 2nd grade and put this on and strum to it, not knowing what the hell I was doing. On a cheap, with a Fender Squier or something. I had no guitar lessons. I was just playing by ear and strumming along and just having a great time doing it. The best part to me about this album is that they play Celebration Day, which is one of my favorite Zeppelin tracks. But it's not on the live video. What the hell? What's going on? Okay. But they play Black Dog on the live video that's not on here. So as I'm a kid, I'm noticing all this because I'm really, I'm into music, so I get a little detailed. Then I start to hear the rest of it and getting really technically involved in it, to where the Days of Confused is different, opposed from the video to the soundtrack. No Quarter is different, and the No Quarter on here so much better than it is on the movie. So much better. Because they give John Paul Jones a little solo on his organ. And where is that live? I would love to see John Paul Jones jamming live. Jam what he did on this, whatever it is you mixed here, I would love to see that live. Okay? Mr. Page. Jimbo. Because the solo on this is fucking epic. It's great, man. I love it. Stairway to Heaven is pretty much the same. Moby Dick's the same. Whole Lot of Love is almost the same, except again, there is that whole bass drum jam on this that just is so much longer than the video version. Again, John Paul Jones and John Bonham are fucking jamming and they're grooving, man. You know, I want to see that live. I want to, you know, so as a kid, I'm picking all this out. So what this taught me was, that some records were not live, recorded one shot live. Didn't know that. You know, and later you come to find out, that's how they were done. Some of them were mixed. This one, case in point, Sex Machine by James Brown. You know, was it live? Was the audience put in later? Whatever have you, you know, all this stuff behind it. Same thing with this. It was recorded 3 days at Madison Square Garden. So pretty much, basically, we take the three tapes, put them in, and go in the studio for. Well, obviously, it took them. You know, they're writing different music, you know, different albums, but because you figure in between they recorded this, they put out Physical Graffiti, which is another double live album. I mean, a double album. So then you had to make the movie, and then this, and also in the movie, which was great. The beginning, which was the ode to all the critics, right? When the guys go in and shoot everybody like they're all dressed like Italian mobsters and shit. That part is so cool, right? Even now, I think it's so cool. You know, of course, it's cool when you're younger. It's even better. But that's where I learned that they'll take all these recordings and mix them. You know, so at one point you say like, wow, is that a live album or is it not a live album? So it's still a live album. Again, my opinion. If you have other opinions, hey, man, say in the comments. Or, you know, everyone has their own opinion. It's all good. You know, to me, it's still a live album. And it's, you know, even though it's mixed and with different, you know, whatchamacallits, you know, different sections of this one, section from that one, you know, basically Frankenstein them together, you know, to make one whole, you know, it's still a live album. And it's still a great fucking album, you know. Again, for a live album, again, 70s rock live albums, you can't go wrong. This one, again, then this has, again, the deep part of me in it. But yeah, if you do watch them both, you get involved, you listen to this, you watch the movie, there's some differences that I really, those are the ones that I personally hate. I do, because it irks the shit out of me. Like I said, No Quarter and Whole Lot of Love. Those longer sections, man, they're jamming and they're not in the video. And then this has Celebration Day. I could care less if Black Dog's on here or not, you know. But Celebration Day's on here. Where's the video of that? You know, it's got to be somewhere, man. But again, Zeppelin, the almighty Zeppelin. You know, the quartet that ruled the world and semi still does, and I don't know why. Sorry, I'm a bigger Deep Purple fan than Zeppelin, although I am a huge Zeppelin fan. And yes, and just to start, if anyone gets into it, I am not as huge as John Bonham fan as most drummers are, or people of music. I think he's a great drummer, an awesome drummer. He was just lucky to be in a band that made it huge. You know, and that's not taking away from his skills. I just don't think he's as good as drummer as other people that I personally rather listen to. Again, my opinion. You guys are talking, you know, say things in the comments and you know, crucify me for it. I get it all the time. Okay? DJ Caton, me and him had a big old argument because this guy is just not on my list. And I'm sorry, and I will say this because I am doing a Zeppelin one. Everyone's main argument is that, oh my God, he's so powerful. So my answer to that is always, and has always been, I give a caveman drumsticks and he's going to do the same thing. Doesn't give him the skill. Okay? Sorry. It's just not that point don't work for me, man. It just does not work for me. He does hit hard, but hitting hard don't mean jack shit. Sorry, man. He's just not. But maybe we'll do another show. I'll do another show, and then we'll have it out, man. And you guys, again, I have my favorite drummers, of course. But again, John Bonham's awesome. I love him to death. I think John Paul Jones is the most talented person in the band, honestly. But Jimmy Page alone, that guy is a fucking genius. He's a madman. I've said it many times. The only thing about listening to him live, it sucks because at one point it's horrible to hear him live because his guitar solos are sloppy. But at the same time, I give him full praise because a lot of it is just off the fly. The guy just gets in there and rips off the fly. There's no soloing is the same as the album. No soloing is one the same as the other. You know what I mean? They're different, and he keeps to structures, but he just goes off on his own thing. So the other members had to play with that and be as good to play along with him. But as far as soloing, yeah, live soloing it's hard for me to listen to, but at the same time, I love listening to it because it's just like it's off the top of his head, man. That's what it sounds like, So not all his solos are the same. He's not doing the same thing over and over again, which is awesome, So those are my 2 points. Again, I hate it, but then I love it, and I praise him for it. It's awesome, and then he's just a great producer, arranger, just song maker. Period, man. You know what I mean? This guy's awesome. And then Plant, Plant's Plant. The big lion's mane on the front of the stage with the bulge in his pants, man. When you're a kid watching that, and I saw it, it's like, what the fuck, man? It's like watching Labyrinth. Come on, man. Move that thing or do something with it, or put some bigger pants on or something. So, again, what's on the Slab this edition? Led Zeppelin. Song remains the same. Hope you guys dig it. Leave your comments again, suggestions, opinions, whatever. Crucify me for what I've said. It's all good. It's all good. I got thick skin, so you ain't getting no crying over here, man. You know what I mean? Again, it's all our opinions. It's what it is, and that's what we're here for. Just have fun and have fun with each other. All right? Again, check our info. Check our guests. Check our bands. Got any suggestions for us? Let us know. Right? We'll be back with another one. MoonKILL Radio, what's on the Slab.